Hey, what's good, everyone? The Glassman here. Look at the automatic snow breaker here. We got a little part right here that looks kind of worn. I want to replace it before it fails. The little U shape right here. I got the new part right here. This little piece looks like it's worn out right there. You can see how there it's kind of bent sideways. If you inspect it really closely, when I get out, I'll show you a bigger picture or a closer picture. And you can tell it's kind of worn. So we're going to replace this because I don't want this thing falling off during the middle of the ice cut. That's bad news. You'll bend it, perhaps second in the auger. It's not really good. So you want to definitely inspect this quite often to make sure it's good operational order, and that's why I caught it just in time here. It looks like they went to a different part. This definitely feels cast iron, but as far as how it's mounted or bolted on, it looks like it has this little pin now with a little clip right there, roll clip. Put that to the side so don't lose it. So we're gonna put this on. It just screws on right there, as you can see right here. So first thing we're gonna do is remove the nut and bolt, 9/16 I believe. Stick it on either side. Got a lock nut there. Go ahead and get it off right there. Don't have it. There we go. Go this way. So this little yellow snow breaker is gonna fall down. So I'm gonna hold it, slide that right out. Let it just kind of drop down. I want it to bang on the concrete. Should put a block there. There you go. So I could reach it a little better. I may go around and block it up so I can reach it better to get on there. So you get a little play on here, so that's good. I don't think that's anything that needs to be greased or say so. I'm gonna leave this little locking bolt right there just how it is. I think that's gonna be bigger than 9/16. Oh, it is 9/16. 9/16. Gotta get something on there and hold it. I don't care if I damage it because it's already damaged, but I want to grab it solid, so I'm gonna grab it right there. This piston seems to move around pretty freely there. There we go. Just a little bit, just to get it loose. I'm assuming this thing is going to screw off. Alright, I went ahead and put tape on this so I don't mark up the cylinder. Got down just a little bit. It needs to come towards me. I think I got it loose. All right, there it is. Pretty worn out, right? Got a little ways to go. You think about how many this times goes down, it's almost a little bit too much considering I only do it like once a lap or twice a lap. Once every 6 seconds. So what's that, like 12 times a minute? Times, say 8 minutes. You know, that's a lot of up and downs per ice cut. So that's a part that's definitely gonna wear out. It may be even mindful to have one of the things on stock and order one, or definitely check this because this is definitely something you want to get. The new one here compared to this one right here, I guess they're both cast iron. Looks about the exact same thing, to be honest. The only difference is we're going to be using this pin here instead of the bolt. I have the nut right about where I think it should be. We'll do a little test to make sure. I'm sure we got a little wiggle room. We just don't want it to go down too far or up too far. And probably, hindsight, just grab a big adjustable wrench to get this part here. I'm not sure exactly what size wrench would work, but throw an adjustable wrench right there. Makes it so much easier than dealing with the vice grips. I'm gonna start right there. So we'll make it a little adjustment if we have to. Slide this back up into place. This pin right here. Just like that. Just gonna slide the pin in for now. I'm gonna give it a start. Now to get this thing to operate, both augers have to be on, and that engages the timer, the 6-second timer that makes it go up and down. So let me go ahead and start it up, make sure everything's clear here, because we are gonna be turning the augers on. Let me put the plates back on. Gotta say too, the conditioner is blocked and the e-brake is on. Want to do that for this one, as well as the transmission and neutral. Go on, pump on one auger here. The bottom one. It's going down and up. I just want to make sure it doesn't go down too far. Okay, it's not going down far enough. I got it too high. You watch it right here. It's only going down like halfway. I think we want to go down all the way. Actually, it's going down more. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I think it may need to go down just a little more, maybe. All right, here. So I think I need to go down just a little bit more. I think it took a couple pumps to get it, the pressure back up for me, kind of pushing it up and down. I think it needs to go down 2 more turns, and that's about it. I don't think it needs to go down to cover all the way. I certainly didn't make that much of a big difference. So let me go ahead and slide this thing out here. Drop this thing back down here. All right, there you have it. It's been a couple of days since I did repair on the automatic snow breaker here. I did want to check an old video, because I did an old video of this going up and down. I want to see how far it goes up and down. And from what I gather and what I saw, that the bottom of this chipper here is at the top of the chute in the rest position. Sorry for the bad angle here. But the bottom of this chipper here, as it comes back up, should be at the top of the chute of the opening there, clear of it. So that's kind of where we're at, so we're good to go. Yeah, I went with the nut and the bolt because I feel that's a lot more solid than the pin and the little cotter pin, whatever exactly what it's called. But I felt with it, because it goes down once every 6 seconds, you're talking 100, 120 times a cut. For one cut, 10 cuts a day, 9 cuts a day, that's going up and down a lot. So I felt this was a lot more solid. You're not gonna get any problems with that pin wearing out over time. It's a much more solid connection right there. One thing I want to add on this Zamboni 500 here, we still have the manual one, which I say I love. I may not love so much after explaining this, but there is a spring that goes, that kind of keeps it going up and down, or the spring that brings it back up. That spring breaks, that chipper's falling right to the ice. It's going to dig in the ice and bend back on you. It's happened before here a long time ago, so that's something that I really want to stress to you guys, that you open this setup right here, you see this bolt right here, the spring connects to the underside here. Where's that spring? You see the spring going up and down there. If that spring breaks, the chipper's going right down the ice. You're having some huge issues there. So check your spring, check the connection points, make sure there's no rust. Again, make sure your connection points are good to go, and you should be selling that one. Instead, you probably should check more frequently than the automatic snow breaker here, because not much go wrong. You get a hydraulic leak, or maybe one of the timer switches go bad on you. But if you get that spring breaks, or a connection piece breaks at the end of it where it kind of ties to the chipper handle and to the body there, anything goes loose, that chipper falls to the ice during an ice cut, I mean, huge issues. Nothing that can be overcome, especially if you got 2 machines. I think that's what we did. We pulled off the old chipper, so I don't know, I can't remember exactly how we did. I think we had to bend it back into shape until we got one here, had an older one, get it back on there and got spring. So that's something that you definitely probably should look at more so than with the automatic snow breaker here. That's one advantage I'll put to the automatic snow chipper here, that it won't fall to the ice if something goes wrong. It'll be a long time before these wear out. Again, you may have a hydraulic leak or one of your switches break. It's certainly more manageable than it dropping to the ice, getting all bent up. So definitely check that. You should be good to go. I'm not sure if I add too much more to the conversation. Go and throw a comment down there if you feel like I missed something. If you want to add to the conversation. That's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. As always, hope you learned something. Like Localized Man says, stay cool.